And welcome everybody to the Infernal Brotherhood of the Scruffy Looking Nerf Herders. This is a live streaming video podcast by Star Wars fans for Star Wars fans. And today we're going to be ending our episodic review of Star Wars The Bad Batch Season 3 with episodes 13, 14, and 15. So glad it's over.
Yeah. We were talking before we went live, and you had mentioned something about people like filleting this show, like loving Bad Batch.
I
can't
get it.
imagine.
So
what that's like.
One of them, I will give them a pass. It's my wife's grandma.
What?
She does.
What?
So the people that she was living with at the time, that's what they do. They just put on Disney Plus and just watch everything that came out.
Wow.
So not having any sort of Star Wars background outside of, maybe seeing the movies a couple of times. Like if you just take it at face value with no holdups, it's motion pictures. It'll entertain you if you don't think about it.
Hey,
but
full stop, mad respect for anyone that's like lived to be grandma age at this point. So
yeah.
I'm not going to take anything away from that. If you dig it, 100%, I adore you. Congratulations. You are a long-lived human. You deserve to enjoy.
Yeah. Besides her, everybody else that likes this is fucking dumb. Yeah, like this shit is just so fucking stupid. Like I almost had the end spoiled for me last night, which I mean, after watching
what
it,
spoiled?
Nothing would have spoiled. It was exactly what I thought was gonna fucking happen, and it was as unsatisfying as I thought it would be.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's like every sexual encounter I've had after 45 years of age. It's like, I mean, it ended as I expected, but I'm not happy about it. I know the other person's not happy either, but it ended as expected. Me dribbling tears out of my weenie. Yeah. In the form of non-populated sperm. To get really intimate and clear. All right, so Chris, thanks for tuning in, man. We made it. We did it! We did it!
Somehow we fucking survived.
I can't imagine a grandmother being like, I love that Bad Batch thing. That was wonderful.
Yeah, like we hung out last Sunday, and my wife's like, hey, that's what he's talking about later on tonight. She's like, oh, I just love that show. It's so much fun. And I'm like, I fucking love you, so I'm going to keep my mouth shut.
There is some good stuff on Disney Plus.
There is great stuff on Disney Plus.
I particularly like the sort of Alaskan indigenous shows on Disney Plus. That's just like one of my things. I like the sort of like ancient history stuff.
Yeah, man.
Like National Geographic type stuff. I think that's great. When it comes to Star Wars, coming from a dude who is co-running a Star Wars channel, not so much.
Yeah, no, I am all about the National Geographic shit. Like anything aliens or Egypt or Egyptian aliens, I'm all about that shit.
Yeah, that's how you walk.
But it's exactly as we have discussed earlier, and none of you heard that.
It's so frustrating. I was like, I'm going to record all of these session zeros. And then like an hour goes by and fucking the person that like set up the time doesn't show up. I'm like, well, maybe I shouldn't. And then she shows up and she's like, oh yeah, by the way, I live in a different time zone.
That was the best fucking part.
I'm a fucking idiot. It's Arizona though. No one knows where they are. I
don't even think they do, man.
No, they clearly don't. They don't acknowledge fucking time zones. They never have. They're just like daylight savings. Fuck you, we're Arizona.
Yeah.
So I never have any idea what fucking time they're in. I just assume they're like red dwarfing it in outer space because I don't know.
Could be.
I don't know that they know. But yeah, she shows up an hour later. I was like, huh.
No, she was on time. Like that was 8:30 her time on the dot.
Yeah. Awesome. Too bad the rest of us were like wiping tears and like fucking sleep from our eyes.
Oh God. Yeah.
Trying to stay awake.
It still took me like another half hour to get up after after we got off.
Dude, that was so rough. I was like, fuck, I haven't read this for a week. I got to relearn the rules and read the whole goddamn book again. So I'm like struggling at 6:30 in the morning to read the rules so I have time to take a shower and then get everything together for the fucking show. And then it happens and your friend pops. I was like, fuck this. We're just going to make characters. I'm not recording shit. Like, fuck it.
Yeah.
I can't handle this shit. All right, we're here to talk about Bad Batch.
Yeah, I mean, that's what we're talking about right now is severely more exciting.
It's true. More interesting for sure.
Yeah.
So what were your initial thoughts of these 3 concluding episodes of the Bad Batch?
Man, I was just hoping for something else. Like there was nothing really. I mean,
Anything else? Anything.
it was so uneventful and so by the numbers what was going to happen, and then it did, and it's like, why did I even bother? I could have just pretended like I watched these last 3 episodes and still carried on a full, solid conversation about what happened, even not having known what happened.
Yeah.
It was disappointing. It's especially because last night I was hearing that, oh, it's going to go away, that you don't see it going. And it's like, what, are they going to kill Omega? They're like, no. That's like, then it's not going to go away. I don't see going.
Walker, good to see you, man. Thanks for tuning in. Appreciate you.
And these are the episodes you tune into, man. I am so sorry. We got much better.
We do
stuff
have
than
better.
this.
We have like novel reviews where we're like excited and happy.
If you want to see us just completely gushing over the dumbest shit, look up our review of Star Wars Resistance Season 2, Episode 5, Signal from Sector 6.
Yes.
That
I didn't know you were going there. Yes.
Absolutely, man. You want to see us happy and not grumpy? That's the episode.
Poe Dameron running for his life from like enraged Kowakian monkey lizards.
Yeah.
Is arguably the best verbal setup of anything, but also seeing it in animated fucking reality is just amazing.
Yeah, no, it's beautiful. I literally was just talking about it not 20 minutes ago to somebody.
Yo, Grandma, if you like Bad Batch, you should see this episode.
No, man, I love her too much to say anything about that. Like, there's moments, I'll admit, upon further consideration, there's moments that are okay with Resistance, but in a whole, I don't agree with it.
No, yeah. All right. I feel like I could say the same thing about any like homeless person that like abuses drugs. There's moments that, you know, I'm okay with. And then they try to like dig my eye out with their crusty thumbnail. And I'm like, oh, maybe we shouldn't be friends.
Yeah.
Yeah. That's how I feel about Bad Batch, by the way. Maybe we should be friends. You just hurting my feelings and I'm not okay with it.
I mean, at least Bad Batch died. So that's okay.
Yeah, it's over. Everyone knows bums don't die. They're here forever. My initial thoughts of this were, I like guessed half of it, and the other half I wish I didn't see because it's just expected.
Mm-hmm.
Like they set this. This is what drives me insane. Fucking Filoni. He is like the promise of a greater future and the destroyer of worlds at the same time.
Mm-hmm.
He's like, hey, I'm tipping my hat that this Omega person from literally episode 1 is force sensitive and she's going to be amazing and maybe you'll get a little bit of Boba Fett force action. You never know. I mean, if they're the same fucking blood and everything, and then we're going to create this whole universe of cloning and everything. And then it ends with him going, fuck it, she's a pilot. What? That's it? That's the whole thing. That's everything you led us to, was that she's a fucking pilot?
Yeah. Oh, I'm going to go join the rebellion. Yeah. Whoa, you better be careful. And that's how the fucking series ends. Oh, yeah, he had a beard and longer hair. Was
wiser.
God damn. Yeah, that was just the dumbest shit ever. It's like, why?
Oh, man. It's so rough because we did get...
No, you got it there, Walker. That's... Yeah.
At least now we know what Palpatine never perfected cloning. Yeah.
Yeah, because he was basing it off her ass.
Actually, that was probably my most favorite part, was Nala Se going like, "You ain't getting this, bitch."
Yeah, no, that was cool. That's like the only redeeming part of this last season, was her being like, "Peace."
Mm-hmm. Yeah, it reminded me of that scene in Oh fuck me! It was the one right after House of Thousand Corpses that Zombie did.
Oh, Devil's Reject.
Devil's Rejects. When she's like, "You ain't getting me," he ends up getting her. But like the line, I was just like,
Yeah.
"Nala, say go!" Like you got this shit.
Yeah.
Like fucking own it. And you just saw that fucking thermal detonator drop, and you're like, "Please don't let him pick it up and throw it or kick it."
I would have been fucking livid. I wouldn't have even finished. I would have turned it off and just been like done with it.
Yeah.
That would have been so frustrating.
Well, we are getting ahead of ourselves. We have 2 episodes.
Is there much to talk about?
Thoroughly
Though, really?
digest before we get to that. No, there's not. So the last 3 episodes were from April 17 to May 1st. The first one we're going to sort of dive into a little bit more is Into the Breach. It was put out there by Saul Ruiz, and I don't know, written by Brad Raw.
That sounds about right.
R-A-U, Raw. I don't know. It's like he's got morning sickness apparently in his last name.
It happens. Man.
But really, it's just like Omega. She's already at the fucking facility again, and she's like, "Oh, there's other children here. I never knew that before. What are you kids doing?" And they're like, "Where?" Like the whole thing was just like a daycare, like a camera at a daycare center, just playing. And we're just like, why are we watching kids play pickup sticks? Like what? They're not. It's not even Jenga.
Well, because they have to keep their minds working.
Yeah.
For their blood, I guess.
Yeah. Well, everyone knows. I'm not going to pretend. It's stupid as fuck. It's the stupidest goddamn thing ever. And she's like, "Hey, I need you guys to run interference for me." And they're like, "We're kids. We don't know what that word means." She's like, "I don't either because I'm also a kid, but I'm just going to pretend like I know what it means. So I'm going to go play with my wall because I know that that's Tetris and it'll just fall apart if I take one piece out and climb through the shaft. And you will delay the robots."
Okay, so what the fuck was up with the shit in the walls? Like, we have technology to communicate from one end of the galaxy to the other with the press of a button in a handheld device. What the fuck were those?
It's mail. That's
like,
that's how space mail works. You know,
it's like I understand for the purpose it's supposed to be intense and oh, there's danger crawling in the walls, but what the fuck? It's like no. No, that's really all I can say. This is so stupid.
I'm curious. Are they like meals? They're like delivering fast food for people. Is it mail? Is it like what is it?
That would make sense. I could see it being consumables because it's like we already have the technology to communicate without physical paper or anything like that. And that's one thing prior to Disney taking over. George never wanted paper because that is an outdated form of everything.
I mean, we have the HoloNet for fuck's sake.
Yeah, exactly. So it's like, if it was communication, that's dumb. Especially, like if it's going through top secret areas of there. Why would you have something physical that could be intercepted, stolen, destroyed, whatever?
Yeah.
Instead of sending an encrypted message from one compad to another. So it had to have been cheeseburgers. That's the only logical thing.
Yeah, we've had dumbwaiters since like the Victorian era. So maybe this is just like space dumbwaiter.
Maybe.
It's like space Uber Eats.
Yeah, that's what it is, Chris. It's Babu Frick people. This is their elevator. I can get behind that.
Dude, if we got like a slow-mo shot of Babu Frick leaning out like, and like fucking what's her butt like high fives him, I would have loved this episode, this whole series.
Yeah, I would have.
One scene.
I'd definitely be speaking a different.
First of all, I'm like a fervent. I hate high fives. Any grown ass man who high fives should be punched in the dick as hard as possible every time it happens. I hate them. But
duly noted.
You give me don't fucking high five me, man. I mean, we have been in some situations where it might have been appropriate if we were douches. Are you a high fiver?
No.
You're all Vanna Whiting.
If we're a douche, it's like
carpet matches the drapes. We established. I cannot abide. But you give me Babu Frick high fiving, Omega, anyone. I'm fucking down. Like, okay. Not just the high five. You give me the Top Gun up and down volleyball high five.
Oh, Christ.
Fuck yes, dude. I want to see Babu Frick fucking bump a volleyball. That'd be dope. So much better than this show.
Yeah. I
Just
would
the
take 3
fucking-
seasons of him playing volleyball.
It would just be like that fucking gopher, like, dun dun! Video meme of, like, mystery gopher turning to look at camera. Do you know what I'm talking about? Does anyone
Not
know
at
what
all,
I'm
man.
Really? You've never
No.
seen that? Dun dun dun! And the gopher, like, turns to look at the
Oh,
camera.
okay. Never mind. Yep. I
Okay.
gotcha.
Okay.
Yeah.
We'll make sure I'm not insane making this up in some acid trip.
I mean,
No, it
sounds like a
really
plan.
happened. I swear.
Yeah, man, we were out camping and it was there. I saw it. I'm like, holy shit. And it was like, holy shit. Yeah.
It was a real gopher, I swear. Yeah. All right. So she finds the Zillow Beast and she's like, ha ha, I have a plan.
Yeah.
Right? Was that episode? Am
Yeah.
I jumping ahead?
No, that was, I think.
These
No,
notes
that's,
suck.
yeah, that's the second one.
That might be the next
That
episode.
is the second one.
All right. Well, fuck this
Yeah.
shit.
Oh, yeah. No. This is the first one where she just finds out that she could go behind the walls.
Right. It just like tumbles down.
Yeah.
Like, oh shit.
That's
ah!
right.
And you have that fucking scientist, the weirdest fucking scientist ever that like doesn't trust anyone. Meh, I think they're sneaky, these children.
It's like,
They're-
what the fuck do you think they're even going to do? I mean, obviously they ultimately do something, but what the fuck do you think a bunch
Yeah.
of children with no implements and no idea where the fuck they are going to do? Why would you be so suspicious? Oh, I think they're in there touching themselves or something. Like, what the fuck? They're
I
locked down and surveilled 24/7.
I guarantee she's been watching Scooby-Doo. And she's like, they will not unmask me.
Yeah.
Like 100%. Because there's no other universe where kids succeed at anything except for Scooby-Doo. They foil every plan ever.
That is true.
Every other kid is just like a fucking dumb kid because kids are fucking dumb. So yeah, it's just ridiculous. But she's so distrusting about the kids that they have isolated in a vacuum chamber, which is so weird.
Mhm.
She's like, I'm convinced this Omega will cause problems. I have no reason to believe this, but I do. And so she
Right.
constantly walks down there and checks them out. I mean, she's getting her 10,000 steps, so I'm not going to like fucking look down on her. But
Yeah, I mean, good for her, definitely.
everyone needs exercise, I guess.
Mm.
But she's so distrustful for no reason.
Mhm.
I don't get it.
Well, especially because she's been there during other breakout attempts. Like, there's,
Yeah.
I mean, other than going through the fucking Tetris walls, like, there's
Yeah.
no possible way to get the fuck out of there. Like, we saw that with the one kid getting his ass kicked.
Yeah. He tried to run, which you got to respect.
Mhm.
He was like, I'm free.
Right. I'd rather die running than, live like that.
Yeah.
Fuck that.
Actually, I was, I don't know if people know this about me. I was actually hospitalized for a good part of my high school education. And it's kind of like that. Like, you're just kind of trapped and it sucks. It's not cool. You know what they leveraged? They leveraged if you did well in group, which is like this like group conversational meeting thing, you could listen to music you liked. That was your benefit. We would let you listen to music that you like as opposed to nothing. Like, okay, well, thank you for the bare fucking minimum of
I was like,
recognizing
as
I'm a
miserable as
human
that sounds,
breathing.
that's still kind of like,
It
yeah,
was
I
the
guess I'd
worst.
be
So
okay.
one
I'd behave.
kid, like they did apparently well in fucking group, and they were listening to GNR Lies, and I was just like, "Fuck yeah, this is the best day of my life!" As I'm like locked in a fucking padded room, going, "What the fuck is going on here? Like, why am I here? You picked me up while I was high on acid. I'm not insane. I was insane in the moment, but that's gone.
Yeah, that wears off eventually.
Yeah, like sooner than you ever want it to. I guarantee. Not that I know, anyway.
Because someone told you once.
Yeah, I heard it on the grapevine in the HoloNet. I saw a movie. All right, so the next episode is Flash Strike. This was put out there by Nate Villanueva and written by Brad. And Hemlock is alerted that the Bad Batch has infiltrated the station. Yeah, that's right. The last episode, Crosshair failed to put the tracking device on the ship that was taking Omega, so they decided to allow Crosshair to go break out an Imperial prisoner that had fucking sent him to the brig in order to find out the location, which he didn't know of. And then they go to a space station, which they didn't know anything about, to find out that there's a spaceship that might be leaving to the place they're going to, in which they dock their ship right, like literally half a second before they go into hyperspace in order to get to that place.
Like, I'm sorry, but fuck you. You are no Han Solo. Period.
Yeah.
That shit was
I don't even
bullshit.
think Han Solo could have pulled that off. I think
Han Solo
was lucky because he was like, I know Imperial Protocol and dump and poop, so I'm just gonna go to the butthole of the Star Destroyer and just hang out. So okay, all right.
Well, it's like with this, it's so far fetched, anyways, because it's not only them docking onto a ship mere seconds before it happens. Yeah, fuck, he is Rambo.
Yeah.
Sorry. But yeah, not only is it already impossible because of that, but Echo has to get in onto this ship in order to disable a very specific sensor so they can do it. But he has to do it at the right second.
Yeah.
And it's like, come on. They're not this fucking well organized.
Yeah, we've just watched 3 seasons of them eating shit.
Mm-hmm.
And still, everyone's like, they're the most dysfunctional, successful, dangerous troop of ever. Like, they're the squad of... And they just fuck up everything they try to do. The only successful thing they've ever been able to do is eat popcorn.
I mean, is that success? Well, I guess it was successful, but they incurred a debt.
For me.
Yes. No, I mean...
give me some popcorn.
Trust me, if there's anybody on this earth that understands that, it's me. But
that's it.
Yeah.
Did you catch the line? Like, it was like a throwaway line, but someone mentioned that they had captured that Trandoshan that led them to the Bad Batch and tortured them. Like, I think it was the fucking spy guy, the like super, like sort of cyborg spy guy. Like, I guess he fucked that bitch up. Like the Trandoshan lady that was like running the bar, and it was just a throwaway line. I wanted to see her like suffer. Because she was not just shitty to the galaxy. She was shitty to the dudes that were, like, helping her. Her benefactors. The fucking Bad Batch. It's nice that she got her own, but we didn't get to enjoy that. We need some catharsis.
Yeah, I would... again, that's another one of those things that I'd be singing a different song right now if we had seen that.
Yeah.
Like, at least just one good smack across her fucking face.
Yeah. They're Trandoshans. They don't feel. Cool. They're lizard people. They don't have nerve endings in their scales. Fuck
I guess.
It's all cartoons. You know, there's someone who's like, their feelings matter. Fuck you.
They're a fictional character.
Trandoshans don't
fuck yourself. They're not even warm-blooded, damn.
Yeah. You can't trust cold-blooded motherfuckers. They're cold-blooded. There's a saying for a reason. That means they don't give a fuck.
Okay, but Echo's not a part of the Bad Batch necessarily, Walker. Like, he is his own entity. Like, he was basically on loan from Rex. So it's like, I feel like having him be lumped in with these guys, it's like throwing a pack of Skittles in a pile of dog shit. Like, those Skittles don't become dog shit because they're in dog shit. They're still their own thing.
Being someone who has eaten dog shit Skittles, I have to agree they are not the same.
Not the same at all. Not the same.
Really tastes bad, and I now have a disease. So thank you, Skittles. Poop Skittles. No, Echo's definitely not part of the Bad Batch. He is like a fucking Neo torture experiment. Like, he is like the most like sympathetic and not relatable because we've never been through shit.
No,
but, I mean, I've eaten a poop Skittle apparently, so you know I've suffered, but not like Echo has suffered.
No. And that poor guy, he needs to really get some sun one of these days.
But he's like the character that just like disappears and like blends in, gets information, then comes back to the group. And he's like, "Hey, look what I found out." And then we're all just like sitting there going, "Wait, how are you so effective and everyone else sucks so bad? And then why are you hanging out with people that suck so bad?" Like,
right.
Your efforts would be better served with the senators that are trying to protect your kind than with this fucking miscreants that are just eating shit every episode.
Mm-hmm.
I don't know. I just don't like that he hangs out with them. He's better than them.
He's better than that. He really is.
He's literally like handless, fucking like Frankensteinian like droid parts on his brain.
Mm-hmm.
Like this guy has suffered so bad, which infuriates me, that his blend-in mode is to take a hand from his fucking stormtrooper and just just screw it onto his hand. It was a droid, right? But he like just screws it onto his hand. Like, this is all parts fit. It's all the same.
The thing is, his camouflaging is way more effective.
It totally is.
Than the Bad Batch. Like, we're going to scrape the paint off our armor, but still wear bright fucking colors underneath it.
Yeah. 100%.
Yeah.
Oh my gosh. Chris, don't stay for the poops, Skittles. They're not good. They will fuck you up. It's no joke. It's not as cool as the lizard sniffing that Boba Fett does.
No, man, that's still something I talk about to this day. Wanting
dope
to
as
do.
Fuck. I will aspire to that my whole life and never achieve it. I tried to sniff a frog because I heard people that licked frogs got high, and it didn't go well.
No, you just huffed a frog fart.
Didn't go well for me or the frog. I had to crush him in my nose. I was sniffing frog guts for fucking days. It was terrible. What the fuck are we talking about? So she ends up going back in the vent shaft and sees the Zilla Beast, and I'm just like, yeah, obviously. Like you wouldn't have shown the Zilla Beast being brought to this if she did not have a scene going to unleash the Zilla Beast. Mm-hmm. But I'm so disappointed in what the Zilla Beast did, because all he did was get the fuck out. He didn't like execute revenge on these people. He was just like, fuck you, there's a forest. I'm going to go be like the beach in DiCaprio and just have some fun. Like,
right.
Fuck you, DiCaprio Zillow Beast.
Yeah.
Like, don't fucking survive a shark attack and pretend like you killed it. You know you're going to be found out. It's like a deep dive if anyone's seen the movie. If you didn't see it, that's not going to make any sense.
Yep, I have no idea what you're talking about. But you should
definitely see it because it's a good fucking film. The Beach. Danny Boyle. All right, you want to talk about a director? I want to talk about this director more than I want to talk about this movie in this series. Danny Boyle's dope as fuck as a director. The Beach, it's not his best, but it's really fucking good. And DiCaprio, it's one of his top 10 films of all time. He doesn't have a lot of great stuff, but he has a few good stuffs. He has at least 10 good stuffs, I'm going to say. Stuffs is
this is a hell of a cast. I don't know how I haven't seen this.
The Beach is dope as fuck, dude. It's dope as fuck.
Definitely
I own it.
That on
we
the
gotta do a movie night. Come on over.
Fuck yeah.
We'll party. We'll sniff some toads.
Hell yeah.
It'll be dope as hell.
Do this.
We'll fucking record it for posterity, which will probably get us arrested. Because you can't sniff toads in the United States of America.
Yeah. It's fucking communist Russia here.
All right, what the fuck are we talking about? The Zilla Beast is discovered. Oh yeah, so she tells them hey, hold off the robots and the crazy snooty fucking in your fucking butthole business scientist lady, so I can go figure out a way for us to get out, because I know that my brothers are gonna get us out.
My brothers are coming. Cool.
I wish she did it like urban, my brothers, with an A, not brothers with an R. My brothers, she's this hip, cool fucking rapper girl. But no, she's not. She's Omega.
Yeah, she's pretty lame.
Is it possible? I'm just going to throw this out here. You pick it up or you dodge, whatever you prefer. Is it possible that New Zealanders are whiter than American white people? They almost seem like they're so far removed from any type of counterculture or interesting anything that they are the whitest non-white people on the planet. They're whiter than like Kentucky redheaded, freckled-faced kid driving a truck listening to T-Pac.
So I will agree with that, because gingers are a whole different breed of white that they were hated on by other whites and still are to this day. So yes, I will agree. But yeah, I mean, that's just what colonialism is. Like, you go in, you find a place, you're like, yeah, I like this. And then you wipe out as much of the indigenous culture as possible. So it just becomes this giant homogenized slurry of ranch dressing and mayo. So yes, I would possibly say, if we were using Omega as the color palette of New Zealand,
Right.
yes.
Yeah.
If she was the example of what that is, then yes, absolutely. That is like, you don't use ketchup because it's too exotic and spicy.
I have to say, the description you just gave, I don't want to hang out with them, but I would dip a buffalo wing in them. Like,
No, man, you got to go for the blue cheese. Always the blue
nom.
cheese.
I don't really care. I just need to like cut the heat. Like, I'm a puss.
Fair.
I need to cut the heat. You fucking urinate on it. I'll be like, okay.
At least it
suffer
won't
through it.
burn as much.
I will fucking do it like Brad wrote this fucking episode.
Yeah.
Yeah, so back to this, like, she sees the fucking Zillo Beast. I know we jump around, people. Welcome to the show. She sees the Zillo Beast. She comes back. Why? Why didn't she unleash the beast? Like, what the fuck was she doing if she wasn't trying to get the fuck out, which she said she was doing? And then she comes back, puts all the Tetris pieces back in place in time for the scientists to come and, like, stick her with their fucking needles, which is, again, insane, because as we saw at the end of the last episode, they have like a whole cylinder full of blood samples they weren't doing fuck all with.
Well, and why do you need multiple ones? Like, what is the fucking point? You already know what you're trying to accomplish with said blood, and you're only just trying to see, oh, does this blood have this much, or does this blood have this much? Does this blood work with this blood?
Yeah.
One vial is going to be enough to accommodate or to accomplish that. So to continuously do it, it's like, why? What are you doing? You're just wasting everybody's time. You're wasting empirical resources. Like, you are a scab.
You're a scab. Yeah. Okay. Walker's last comment got me starting to think. Like, he was like, I wanted the Zillo Beast to eat hemlock. Yeah, 100%.
Yeah, that would have been way cool. Well,
we all would have, like, virtual high-fived. And
I don't know if it would have been way cooler, but it would have been cool.
Yeah.
Definitely.
But now I'm starting to think, what if Hemlock, like, Scrooge McDucked it into, like, the vat of blood that they were collecting, and he became, like, super Hemlock? He like force-sensitive, like, clone blood Hemlock, and he, like, did some weird Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles, like, transformation body horror type thing. That would have been insanely cool in my mind. Like, I would have been like, yes, this is a TMNT crossover.
Yeah,
like,
it just turns into the last 10 minutes of The Secret of Ooze.
I would be okay with that.
Yeah.
You give me Casey Jones with a fucking garbage truck to crush him as soon as he, like, jumps, like, fucking gets thrown down there by fucking Splinter of all people, who, let's just be honest, no rat's gonna be a fucking better ninja master than fucking Splinter. He's a grown-ass human with, like, opposable thumbs. Like, fuck you.
Okay, but do you understand the complexity of the battle between the clans? Like, really? Because this is a thing that goes...
I was just throwing this out there. We really doing this?
Deep. We'll do this, motherfucker. We will do this.
Get comfortable, people. And go.
Yeah, man, I love Ninja
Make
Turtles.
your point. I'm a
fucking
fucking huge fucking fan. Go Ninja, go. Like, fucking only Vanilla Ice song that ever was good.
Yeah, absolutely.
That didn't steal from Bowie and Queen.
Right.
Fucking Under Pressure.
No, there's an extra
real
note.
threat.
No, motherfucker.
That was so stupid.
That's not enough.
That's so... No, they're dun dun dun. I'm dun 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 dun. No, fuck you.
Yeah.
You're a douche nozzle. That's exactly what you are. Mm-hmm. No, Splinter would never be able to beat fucking Shredder. Never Splinter in 100 bazillion years.
Did.
And certainly not with a nunchuck wrapped around a fucking I don't know what, I can't even remember what it was, but he like flipped him over the edge and he fell into the Casey Jones fucking garbage truck and then crushed him. And Casey Jones did like the oops. And I was just like, what? Like young Adam was so excited. Casey Jones is the best, man. I mean, my balls will drop any day now.
Hell yeah, man. I had a dachshund named Casey Jones. It was
amazing.
Shit. Yeah.
Casey Jones is the man. And he got the girl. I thought all the turtles wanted to fuck the girl. And I was like, how's that going to work? And then Casey Jones got her. I was like, ooh, okay.
This might work.
This one will
I
definitely
think the anatomy's there.
Yeah. Casey Jones definitely has like erectile dysfunction, but because he's clearly suffering from some sort of fucking problems, or else he wouldn't be doing what he's doing. But yeah. Yeah, okay, let's get back to Star Wars.
Yeah, Star Wars. Something significantly less interesting than a movie from the 80s.
Yeah. It was so good.
Dude, and it still holds up,
fuck
man.
You guys. I'm going to talk about Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles stuff.
It still holds up. Now, the third one, not so much. The third one was a very interesting take. It was.
They tried to take it to the comic book place, and you can't do that with live action very well.
No, man. Oh, that's why I'm so fucking worried about them doing The Last Ronin live action, because that is like brutal as shit. Talking about Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles. Okay, so there's a story called The Last Ronin. It's literally the last of that portion of the clan. So 3 of the turtles are dead and Splinter's dead. There's just one left, and he is going to fucking murder.
Who's the one?
I can't tell you.
Ah, come on!
I'll tell you offline. Okay. Like, I don't want to ruin it in case people haven't read it because it's a mind fuck.
Oh
like,
shit!
It's a really short story.
It can't be Donatello. Fuck Donatello.
No, it's not Donatello.
Okay.
Like, it's not Donatello.
We could process of elimination this, but I'm not going to do it.
We could. You can guess it if you think about it.
I don't like Donatello. I know who I want it to be because I'm a Leonardo fan, but
no,
I don't want.
But next time I see it, I'll bring it. I've got the
Leonardo's dead. Leonardo's the Wolverine of the fucking mutant turtles.
Dude, he goes out like a fucking G. So
no! Cool. Okay, well, at least that. I mean, no one can go out like fucking Chewbacca goes out, but everyone can aspire to go out like Chewbacca goes out.
That's the death to attain. Yeah, definitely.
I don't know if you're telling a joke, Chris, but I believe that 100% for no reason at all.
What the fuck?
The secret to a successful TMNT movie is Corey Feldman. 100%.
Okay.
He did a voice. He was a thing in the 80s.
I was trying to think. I'm like, what the fuck was he in there?
Oh my gosh. You don't know TMNT.
Dude, I haven't watched those in ages.
Motherfucker. Man. How dare you talk about... All right, let's move on. I'm going to forget.
Yeah.
So the Cavalry has arrived as the final episode of all of the Bad Batch. It's all been leading up to this. All the teases about Force sensitivity, all the suggestions with Asajj Ventress, everything from every fucking corner of the universe, including Palpatine and everything, all comes down to fucking Omega letting the Zilla Beast out, and the Zilla Beast going like, bye. And then just leaves.
What the fuck? He was Donatello?
He was the voice.
How did I not know that?
I don't know, and I am judging you for this.
I am a lesser person for not having known that.
Yes.
Oh my God.
Yeah.
Wow.
Not high five horrible of a person, but you're not far.
I'm pretty goddamn close. Pretty goddamn close. And now that's all I can hear now.
I love the Turtles so much, dude.
Jesus Christ, man.
I used to draw them in 7th grade. I love them to death.
Hell yeah.
I like fuck the Simpsons. It was the Turtles. That was the era of both of them. And
that's true.
Walker, how dare you walk into my house and tell me you don't know about the shit we're talking? The random non-Star Wars bullshit we're spewing.
That is the show. It's always everything else that we're other than what we're talking about. That's how you can tell we really, really love something.
Yeah,
is we stay on point. When we don't, it's always other shit.
Hemlock should have gone out worse.
Yeah.
I feel like he deserved worse.
It was a cool death, but it should have been worse. Much worse. Like the Zillow Beast, instead of eating him, accidentally rapes him to death. That's what he deserved.
What if he like DiCaprio remnants him like the bear? He just like pounces on him a couple times. Maybe slips a digit. You don't really know. It's not clear.
Should have happened.
That would have been better, right?
I mean, it was still cool. Not so much because he went out, but because of Nalase.
Mm-hmm.
Like, fucking G to the end. Straight up.
Nalase is the best. She
Yeah.
was so cool.
Mm-hmm.
Like, and this is what I love about this. It's like, first of all, the pacing. It was like the whole episode was super rushed, super rushed, super rushed. And then Nalase says anything and you're like, pause.
Mm-hmm.
And let her finish her S's. Like, no, we need to secure the... And you're just like, shh, speed the fuck up! What are you doing? The fucking base is exploding! Just hurry! What, your whole species just takes their time in every situation?
Well, yeah, that's why she's the last one alive.
I'm going slow in everything. Like, they didn't even get a chance to translate, she's holding a thermal detonator, because she was taking so long to say, I'm holding a thermal detonator.
Mm-hmm.
Ugh. But I do like that. You'll never get this. And he's like, fuck you, bitch. I just need something to leverage my ass. And
right.
he's like, drops on the ground. He's like, ooh. And he's kablah. Oh,
yeah,
that felt so
pretty
good.
Funny.
I actually, the worst part about all of that is that, I mean, that wasn't Hemlock. I was like, kind of liking that guy. I like self-interested, like survival types that don't really have a side. They're just trying to save their own asses. That's what Han Solo is.
That's real.
Yeah.
Like, that's a real person. So, yeah. No, I liked him. I thought he was probably one of the only good characters.
She had a brain aneurysm. Like she had a stroke. She's just trying to get it out as best as she can. She can't. And everyone's just like, speed the fuck up. What are you doing? Just smacking her across her tall, thin face. Like, just get it out. She's like, I can't. You're hitting me. Oh, it was just torture listening to her. But I like that they went to that length to sort of say, oh, no, this is how aliens talk. So we're just going to be patient with the aliens.
Yeah.
Because we know if it was us, we'd just be like screaming and like flipping our hands around like crazy monkeys and probably throwing poop. I'm not going to rule it out.
Yeah, that's a very
distinct possibility. Yet, but I could definitely see myself doing it in the right circumstances.
Oh, yeah, definitely.
I remember vividly my stepdad saying he went to a gas station bathroom once and they dared not have toilet paper. And his only recourse was to draw shit pictures on the wall. I was just like... Am I supposed to look up to you? Is that what I'm supposed to aspire to? Like drawing poop pictures with my own fecal matter? I don't know what this story is supposed to impart to me, Father. But thank you for sharing. Like, fuck, now I know you're a freak.
That is definitely one way to react to that.
So he was just like, what else could I do? Mona Lisa. Oh, need a little more. Bloop. Blah. So gross. I don't even want to. I reflect back on I don't want to say our mutual friend because it's really your friend with the poo thing, but yeah, like that would never happen to me. Anytime in the bathroom, I do everything I can to just stay away from everything. Mm-hmm. If I could hover, if I was strong enough to hover, I'm not. I would hover above the toilet. I just don't want to touch anything or anything around the area. You get toilet paper. I just want to like wrap my hand like a mitten, and then just do a tiny little bloop, wipe.
Telling you, man, that's part of the reason you get a bidet. So you just rinse it off. The only reason for the toilet paper is to dry.
Yeah.
You just pat dry your bottom. It's wonderful.
You've actually gifted me a bidet, which I still have yet to install.
Oh yeah, I forgot we gave you one.
Yeah. You're like, you really need this. And I was just like,
last time I was looking at your asshole, man, it was crusty as shit. You need to start rinsing that bitch.
Soften that shit before you present. Have some respect for everyone else. All right, what are we talking about? Omega.
Yeah.
So the team, they're like on the ground. They're like infiltrating this secret base, and the natural wildlife is just like being natural wildlife. They're like shaking them down. There's like a space bear, I guess, that like tries to kill the fucking, I don't know, Imperial guy. What is his name? Rampart.
Yeah, Rampart.
Almost kills him. They're all being hunted by the fucking stormtroopers and stuff as they're trying to get into this place. And this shows you how inept the Bad Batch actually is, because they rely on like a circa 8-year-old child to give them an entry into the secret base in order to go into the secret base. And then they get fucked by all the secret experimental versions of the clones that I swore as I was watching it, I was like, this is going to lead into like what was Kylo Ren's, the
Knights of Ren. Yeah.
I was like, this is going to lead into the Knights of Ren,
Dude,
right?
that was the first thing I thought, and then it just got lame.
Yeah. They could,
like,
if they just
like
led into it and owned it, I would have been fucking there for it.
Mm-hmm.
It's like perfect. You have like tortured, primed fucking bad guys. Like they're just like there. Just fucking own it. Like, I understand the timeline doesn't quite match up, but who gives a fuck? It's Star Wars. You constantly like renege your own timelines anyway.
Yeah, exactly. It doesn't
matter. So
matter.
just fucking own it. If they would have done that, I would have been so much cooler with this last episode. But of course, it didn't matter. They all sucked. The Bad Batch just did the fucking Ultimate Warrior, like, and fucking Crusher, like, crushed people, and Hunter, like, sneakily, like, evaded people, and it was just, like, disappointing. Like, I get, like, on one hand, you're just like, Saturday morning cartoons, yay. But on the other hand, I kind of like consequences, and it actually adds gravity and meaning to a scene or a situation, and this had none.
Well, and that's the thing, too. Like, they have killed off important characters before. Like, they killed off fucking Specs, whatever the hell his name was. The Tech. There we go, Tech. Yeah. Like, they killed off Tech. That was the last real thing of consequence that's happened, and that was season 1.
Yeah.
Or was that season 2?
That was 2.
Yeah, that was 2. Yeah, that was the end of 2. Yeah. Yeah, it's just...
I remember talking shit about that, to be fair.
Yeah, no, it was dumb.
I don't
Especially because I was convinced he was going to come back the next season.
Yeah, it was like fucking When Nature Calls. It was the fucking... you know what I'm talking about. The fucking...
Yeah, it was when they were mocking...
Pet Detective.
Oh, fuck, what was it? Cliffhanger. Yeah.
Our review of that was so much better than both of those movies. That's not true. Nature Calls was amazing.
Yeah, I was like, what are you talking about? Fucking, that's amazing. Like, I love
the second
the first one. Point. But yeah, the second Ace Ventura, gold.
So much. Is that, first of all, is that a gun in your pocket? Or is that a gun in my hip? I think was the line. Was great until you heard it's pretty hot in these rhinos, and you saw him naked sliding out of the butthole of a fucking rhinoceros. Which
so good.
I never imagined.
The best part of that is when the family drives up.
Yes.
And it's like, oh, the beauty of nature. And the kid starts crying. That is the point where I cannot breathe because I am laughing so fucking hard.
So good. It's so
every
goddamn
time.
good.
Every time.
It's so fucking good. And his whole line about don't have time for the extra jiggle with the little urine stain on the dude's pant has haunted me my whole life. I'm constantly checking to see if I have a pee stain on my pants. Yeah. Thanks, Pet Detective, bitch. You fucked my life, dude. Oh, Jim Carrey asshole. You just fucked me up the whole life. All right. Omega. We're talking about Omega. All right.
Yep. We're trying to.
So back to Star Wars. So she opens a hole. They enter. They get fucked. She saves them, which I genuinely don't see how that even fucking happened, but she did. And then they all got out, and they got to safety, and everyone was happy. And Tarkin came in like we hypothesized he could, but he didn't come in blazing like we wanted him to. He came in, he was like, I'm taking over this, and we're going to direct all funds to Project Stardust.
Dude, that was the biggest crock of shit. Like, I wanted to see him come in and be like, oh, Hemlock's dead? All right, let's glass this bitch. Because there's like 7 fucking Star Destroyers in the atmosphere.
There's
All
so
they
much
need is
technology to
one dreadnought level gun, and they'll glass the entire base.
Yeah.
And like Hemlock's death was cool. Was it great? No. But it was funny as shit to see him just get pop, 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 and then drop.
Yeah.
But yeah, Tarkin, that was a waste of fucking time.
All right, I got to do this. There are a few joys in life that I have that bring actual happiness.
Mm-hmm.
Reminding me of others smelling like urine is probably at the top of my list of accomplishments as a human.
Fucking A.
You could say having 2 healthy and happy children. You could say having a successful career. You could say anything. But reminding people about smelly urine, I feel like tops everything. So
You're going to sleep well
you're
tonight.
welcome.
You're going to sleep well tonight, that's for sure.
So fucked up. That's all I have to offer is smelly urine. That's it. That's the fucking top and bottom.
Oh, that's great.
Oh my gosh. So yeah, I was so disappointed in how easy it was, even though they tried to add stakes and tried to make it look difficult. Like you knew they were getting out of there fucking okay.
Oh, of course.
And then like I was so upset that Tarkin didn't take like a more imperial approach to the problem, like glassing it was like that's like textbook Empire.
Yeah, he's done that in the fucking past.
Yeah, I just don't understand why you wouldn't. I mean,
Yeah,
you're
'cause
trying to
it's not
hide a
like-
secret.
Yeah, it's not like there's a store of money there that they have to take out. It's not like there's anything on that base that's going to help him like physically with Project Stardust. So yeah, why not just glass it so nobody else can access it?
Yeah. It makes perfect sense. I also in Rogue One, I liked the reference to Stardust because it had like impact for the character. When Tarkin mentions it, it's hollow. I don't have that same emotional reaction to it. And so I'm just like, oh, you're just trying to connect it to other shit. Fuck you.
Yeah.
Like it's like fan service rather than like an emotional core moment. And so it rang really, really hollow for me. And it was horrible. It was like every Boar Gullet meme that came out for the 3 weeks after fucking Rogue One. He was like, fuck off. Like, I can't take this seriously. And then we get to see, like, time pass, and Omega finally is grown up, and we know because she has boobies now, and she's thinner.
And long hair.
And, yeah, and that's, like, the only, like, true sign of age is,
yeah, because, like, her voice is still the same. It's like, I went through puberty, but my voice did not.
Yeah.
Now, to be fair, I've had some buddies like that, but it's still...
Well, girls don't really have their balls drop and the voice change that much. I mean, it's, you know.
That doesn't sound right at all. I'm pretty sure their balls
not
drop
my
at some
experience
point.
with women.
Yeah, no, I'm pretty sure that's fact. Their balls drop and their voice gets deeper.
I've told you this story. I've had a soldier. I was stationed in Germany, and he was like, I went to the red light district, which is a whore district, a whorehouse. And he was like, I had the most amazing experience with this woman, but it was really, really weird because she had his Adam's apple. Like, there's only one thing in the universe that has an Adam's apple, and that's a dude. Girls don't have Adam's apples. They've never had Adam's apples. That's why it's called Adam's apples. He fucked this trans girl, and he thought it was a girl, and he was wondering why it was weird. This is like... If you knowingly go into it, okay, do your thing. I don't give a fuck. Like, that's cool. But the fact that you didn't know and you still are convinced it was a girl is just gold. Like,
yeah, man, she was really into anal. It was great.
I mean, it was really weird. Her vagina looked strange, and she had an Adam's apple. But other than that, she was great. I was just like, you can't write this. This is amazing. Oh, this guy is great. It's so funny.
Oh yeah, Walker. That's coming up next.
Wait, what's that? Tote?
Tales of the Empire.
Oh, yeah, we'll definitely do that. It probably won't be as random and as abstract as this, but...
Yeah.
You know.
It'll be a lot more concise because I feel like we're not going to hate it as much as we hate Omega.
Yeah. Oh, I hope not. Oh, I hope.
I'd be really
hope
pissed.
it's
I'd be
good.
really pissed.
I want it to be good. I want to like it. I want to like all this stuff. I don't want to not
that's
like
why
it.
we watch it, for fuck's sake.
We love Star Wars. That's why we have the fucking stupid YouTube show that people just mock us while they're watching it.
Joke's on them. We can do a better job mocking ourselves. Thank you very much.
Yeah, you can try, but you'll fail. Little Anakin quote there. And that's the end. She flies off into the sunset.
Yep, she's going to join the rebellion.
And Rambo has a beard.
Yeah, God.
And that's it.
God. Dude, I can't get behind that, man. Omega, I have hated Omega since the beginning. I couldn't see her as anything other than an annoying piece of shit. But, good on you, Walker.
I feel like you give me any, like, grown woman. And I'm kind of DTF. Given the right circumstances, enough wine, maybe an edible. I mean, I won't perform, but I'll try.
Yeah.
I will give it 100% of the 3% that I have to give.
Hell yeah.
They will be disappointed, but I will have tried.
We'll show her the meaning of mediocre.
She thinks she knows. I'm going to fucking stamp that fucking passport quick. She don't know shit. All right, so out of these last 3 episodes, do you have a favorite moment?
Yeah, man. Nala Say fucking taking out Rampart, man. It was dope.
100%.
Like, that was
the best moment.
That, to me, pretty much made these last 3 episodes worth it. Because that was just gangster as fuck.
Yeah.
Like, ultimately, that's what I would want to do. If I know somebody's getting ready to kill me, I would do everything in my power to make sure that I at least fucking ruin their day. At the very least. If not, take them out with me. So
it was a little bit strange because the gravity of the moment required like some John Williams type scoring. Like some real deep fucking like crazy symphonic undertone. And we didn't get that. And so I do genuinely feel like the people who watched it were just like, oh, that was sad, whatever. But like there's like that she stopped the fucking Emperor from succeeding. Like even if we pretend like this is not adding up to the EU version of what the Emperor does, like she prevented the resurgence of ancient Sith fucking teachings. Like by that one single act. Like it was so impactful. It meant more to the lore of Star Wars than the entire series of the Bad Batch.
Yeah, absolutely.
Like everything. Like her one moment of defiance meant more than every Omega on-screen moment ever. And it was just sort of played as like an aside.
She's like basically the last of her species too.
Yeah, like 100%.
So it's like you add all of that personal shit that she's going through with the fact that that's it.
Yeah.
Like Kamino is nothing. Kamino is just a water planet at this point with no populace.
Yeah.
She is the last of her kind pretty much. And she is making that sacrifice to say, fuck you.
Yeah.
Like that shit is heavy. And it definitely needed a much better score than it got.
It was a moment that deserved a Zack Snyder slow-mo camera shot. We should have saw wheat being picked and harvested.
Yeah, I agree.
We should have saw like foreshortened focus lenses and sun glares.
And some shirtless Indian dude that's all ripped with some fucking tomahawks jumping behind her. Yeah, man. Yeah.
I'm getting horny now. Yeah, no, it deserved like the sort of over the top sort of camera work, but we didn't get it. And we didn't get anything. It was just like clink, 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 gadoosh. And it's over. Next scene. It's just like, oh fuck, this was really like really meaningful. Like I don't think anyone who watched that really realizes that she was the last person of her whole species. And aside from that, her whole species, which focused on cloning, that was their claim to galactic fame, as it were.
Yeah.
Which the entire Clone Wars would not have existed were it not for them. The last of the species that was blown apart by the very people that actually hired her to do the fucking job in the first place secretly. And she is stopping them. Like, She is more successful in that moment than all of the successful in that moment than all of the whole Jedi Order before her.
Yeah, absolutely.
And it's just like played off. Like, yeah, fuck her. She's an alien. Who cares? All right, well, fuck you guys, because that was a dope moment.
It was.
All right, least favorite moment of these 3 episodes.
Echo living.
Oh, really?
Not Echo. God damn it. No, I like Echo.
Fuck
Omega.
Echo.
Yeah, fuck Echo. That turd. He deserves to die for playing with these turds. But no, seeing Omega as an adult and going to join the rebellion, it's like I don't want to think about her being a hero because she's not. She's a snot-nosed fucking kid that has just pure idiots rescuing her constantly, and she has more brain cells than all of them combined. That's not saying much. Yeah, I know we all love Echo Walker, but yeah, Omega becoming an adult, nah, she should have died.
It frustrates me because they leaned into the mystery of Omega all 3 seasons.
Mm-hmm.
And especially in this one when they're like forcing down our throats the whole force sensitivity issue. The M count.
Mm-hmm.
Like, she's clearly someone special. And then they're just like, nah, she's just a pilot.
Mm-hmm.
Fuck all of you. You led us to believe that she was something more. We didn't suggest she was. You told us she was.
Yep.
And now at the end, you're just like, nah, she's a fucking pilot. Fuck her. No, that's not how it works. You cannot fucking build something up and then just fucking lay it flat. That's what I do sexually every day. You cannot be me. You have to be better than me, Star Wars. I'm the disappointer, not you.
At least that's
fucker.
how it's supposed to be.
Yeah. But they're proven different.
Yeah.
They're doing their damnedest. They're like, you think you can disappoint women? Wait until I get a hold of it. Give me a shot. Hold my beer. Yeah, fuck them, man.
Yeah. It's just so disappointing. It's like they don't have a game plan for anything. So they just take the easy way out to finish it.
Yeah. I mean, Omega dying, let's just say, like Walker said, I would have rather Omega died. It would have had meaning. Mm-hmm. You know, she believed in family. She was facing an insurmountable force, the Empire. Her best efforts, everything that she tried to do, the people who used to work for the fucking Empire themselves, the Bad Batch, faced off against them and did their goddamnedest. And they still failed. Mm-hmm. That only makes the Empire look more imposing and makes the New Hope episode 4 that much better.
To play the opposite side of the coin, even if they had, well, hold on, bear with me. Even if they had succeeded, but died at the end, that's still more meaningful than what happened. Like, look at Rogue One.
Yeah.
They succeeded and they died, and their death is still one of the most impactful on-screen deaths of cinematic history.
Yeah.
Like, Jyn and like them just sitting there hugging and then sitting and watching it.
Yeah.
Gives me goosebumps every fucking time. So it's like, why couldn't we get that? Why couldn't we get something like that?
We had like a mild earthquake here in Utah a few years ago.
Mild.
We had an earthquake, and it doesn't happen here normally, so it was like a big deal. I had that Rogue One moment. I was like hugging my wife and daughter. This is the end. I love you so much. We're all going to die here. And then it stopped and we're like, so I got to go to work now. Can you let go?
Oh, that's great.
That was it. I was genuinely like, this is it. This is the end.
I get it, man. You guys were pretty close to the fucking epicenter.
We were shaking. Like, the whole goddamn place was shaking.
I slept through it. Then my wife woke me up screaming and freaking out. Get everybody into the bathroom! And all of us, so me and all 6 of my animals were in bed. Everybody's asleep. Because of course, the story is that all animals sense danger before it's coming.
Clearly.
Not my animals. We all woke up exactly the same. Like, why is Mama yelling? And she's like, get everybody to the bathroom. We get in the bathroom. It's like, okay. What the fuck's going on? There was an earthquake. No, there fucking wasn't. I would have woke up. She's like, yeah, there was. I look across the hallway. All my guitars on the walls are swinging back and forth. I'm like, I think we had an earthquake. And then, I go check on the neighbor, make sure she's okay, give her a heart attack because I look like this. And it's like, all right, whatever. I've got an hour before I got to get up and get ready for work. I'm going to go back to bed. So I go lay back down with my animals, and we all slept through the aftershock. Yeah.
Good times.
Still haven't really experienced an earthquake yet. And there's been a lot in the last few years here.
Yeah. There's a lot of aftershocks. All right. Well, there's no future for this.
Nope.
So the only thing we have to look forward to is Acolyte, because that's the only announced show that's actually like happening. So,
well, I mean, besides Tales of the Empire and Andor.
Right. Well, Andor isn't finished yet, so that's next year, maybe the next year after that.
Was that next year?
They like delayed it a couple years, which is some bullshit. So who knows when that's going to land? Tales of the Empire is like a 6-episode animated short, so it's not
it's
really
short.
Like a thing.
Yeah, no, we'll just probably do that in one episode anyways.
So the only real thing we have is like the Acolyte and then Skeleton Crew. If Skeleton Crew ever happens, then I know dick all about that.
Yeah, I still don't believe that's going to happen. I'll believe it when I see it.
Yeah, I feel like it's supposed to be wrapped, but I haven't seen any trailer. I haven't heard anything.
Yeah, who the fuck knows?
Who the fuck knows? All right. Well, our hopes for the future is to be better.
Yes, I just hope the next thing they do doesn't make me want to like punch myself in the dick after I watch each episode.
And that's the only way I feel anything, so I'm not going to say that. I feel like fucking Larry Flint is just like, fuck you, that's all I got. He's just punching my fucking paralyzed dick.
Right.
In order to get any sensation. I'm just like, I'll do it out of solidarity. Fuck it. Larry Flint, hustler, showed his real vagina. Star Wars. All right, that's all I got. Anything else you want to talk about?
Nope. Glad it's over.
Well, thank you all. Where's my outro notes? Thank you all so much for... I'm fucking a loser. Thank you for tuning in both live in chat or after the fact, meaning not live. We invite you to subscribe to this channel. Click the bell to get notified about our next video and click the like button, because if you don't do that, then we'll just keep doing what we do.
Yep.
So that's the thing.
That works.
We also have Star Wars apparel.
Yeah, I kind of got fry sauce all down the front of my hoodie, so that's why I'm not wearing it right now.
He's got the black on black version.
Dude, it's
dope as fuck.
It is.
It's great.
Yeah, it's fucking awesome.
A little bit of changes we need to make to the design, but it looks great. It's like super cool. So you should definitely pick yours up so that we can have like a cent for every purchase you make.
Hell yeah. We are so close to being able to get money.
You guys don't realize it took us like 6 years to get monetized on YouTube. And now that we're monetized, it's only another 1.5 years before we can reap the rewards.
Hell yeah. Hell yeah.
Oh, it's so sad. We will have a cake, a Star Wars cake, as if we were 8-year-olds again, because we are. And probably smoke some cigars and do a live stream.
Fuck yeah. And you guys can watch us eat cake and get drunk.
And it'll be magical. As what you're watching now, actually, just with more cake.
Yeah, there's a severe lack of cake right now, but I mean, there's drinks at least, so that's something.
That's true. All right, until the Infernal Brotherhood convenes again, my fellow scruffy looking Nerf Herders, may the Force be with you.
I hate clones. Best line of the series.
Oh man. Thank you, Walker. Thank you, Chris.
Yeah.
We appreciate it, guys.
Yeah, you guys are fucking awesome.